Government officials insist that this is an isolated incident.
Warning: the following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Welcome back. Another edition of the Buzz Podcast. Your boy Cujo. As you see, we got a full house up in this motherfucker. Remember, if you haven't done already, make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You see people here on the other side of me. You have the Talkin Bout It podcast crew. You got Ashlee. You got my boy Mike Tipton, who you've seen there. He's got his own stuff going. He's part of the Chihuahuas. I think he owns a male escort service. He's everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. He's the official voice of the brew battle pillow fights for us. And easily, I don't want to say, but he used to be in the Chippendales back in his younger day before the knee problems, and
even after the knee problems.
He went from Chippendales to Chuckendales. But it's all good though. It's because of the knee issue. And then to the left of me, you see subbing in for me. It's our junior reporter. He's my own blood and flesh and blood, according to the state of Texas. My boy Alex is there. Guys, Ashlee, Mike, Alex, appreciate you guys making the trip out here. Remember, this is actually our first sponsored episode. It's going to be sponsored by Peddling Coffee. Dude, these guys are amazing. They bring the cafe to you with their on-site deliveries. They got everything from Cloud Matcha, Cloud Coffee. They got the Dubai chocolate. I mean, take advantage and hit these guys up. Peddling Coffee on Instagram. Dude, these guys are fucking remarkable. And then also it doesn't help that, they're the moms, the mom and dad are actually good people that have these guys' head on straight. So, how are y'all doing today?
Good, man.
Good?
Thank you. Thanks for having us on for this episode. I'm glad to see your son here.
Yeah, so am I. So am I. Usually when I see him in here, we're yelling at the TV because football's on or because we're playing a video game or something. So it's interesting to see. Like I said, it's our first ever football edition, so I want to see how this is going to go. As you can see, our little interesting logo on the back got a little football helmet on and everything. So I know Ash said that football is not your forte. But I know you were thinking about starting to do like a fantasy football league, right? Or a fantasy football team?
Yes.
How's that going? Are you going to do it? Are you not going to do it?
I'm going to do it.
But?
Let me say this. I've done fantasy football before. Probably maybe 10 years ago when we first came back from San Diego. It was barely like popping. I got so roasted by my husband, by everybody, because my first pick was... the kicker from the Eagles.
Yeah, no, don't do fantasy. Don't do fantasy. Stop.
Akers was my first pick, and on the comments, like when you're looking that shit up, everybody was like, was like, seriously?
Was this a group of people that you knew, or was this just like random people online?
No, it was like on the NFL mobile or something.
Oh
but like
my God!
People were roasting, and then I told,
Yeah.
I was talking to my husband, and I'm like, yeah, I picked Akers, and he's like, a kicker for your first, and I was like, is that not? Then my whole team ended up being all Eagles players.
All kickers?
No, not all kickers. Hey,
9 kickers deep.
Hell yeah.
Hey, kickers are underrated, man.
Oh, no, they'll give you a solid 7 points for sure.
No, hey, unless if you're Mara, right? Because then that guy never gave you all points.
No, ooh.
Oh, he gave me a ton of points.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's all they could do.
I would say whenever he would kick those 60-yard field goals.
Yeah.
The only until the new guy they got, what's his name? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. The new kicker for the Cowboys.
Oh, they got a new
He's got a boot, like an absolute, like he had a 66-yard field goal last year.
Okay.
I don't know why I can't remember his name right now, but Maher.
Oh, yeah. Well,
What'd
you
you
know
say?
the kicker's name?
Brandon?
Brandon Aubrey. There we
Aubrey,
go.
there you go.
Yeah. So up until he came around, Maher was the only kicker that had like 2 60-yard field goals in like NFL history. So like he did both of those with the Cowboys. The one time he was like actually had value.
Hey, but
Yeah.
now they have that
From the Jaguars?
Or the Jags, they hit that 70-yarder in preseason.
Preseason
though.
doesn't count.
count.
No, but it's still fucking pretty dope though.
Well, Aubrey hit a 69-yarder nice last year in preseason.
It doesn't count.
I know.
I will say, when I do my league this year, I will not start with a kicker.
No, start with the defense.
no, I mean you got to keep it going.
Yeah.
That's like
Well,
go with
and-
the defense.
And then
You got to
so-
start with a backup running back.
And then to sum it all up, like my whole team was all Eagles players.
Oh
and
no, you
so-
can't do that. No,
She's gonna wind up getting like someone that retired.
right? So I'm gonna start off with a deep bench first, and then we're gonna get the hitters.
Terrell Owens is a good number 1
Hey,
overall.
there's a
Hey,
good
Terrell,
chance.
but he was good. He was good
Many
He's
years
just not
ago.
there now. Maybe I would be really good on like you know how they ask like the wrestlers like who's your Mount Rushmore or whatever.
Your
Maybe
goats.
For football, I'd be able to do that. But yeah, so
She's like
football
David
isn't-
Akers, Adam Vinatieri.
Damn, all the heavy hitters.
But yeah, so so football isn't my forte. I've been
Yeah.
a lifelong fan of it. Just probably, my husband's a Cowboy fan, and so we have had battles out.
Yeah, I was about to say, how does that go out?
It's good now. But
Well, yeah,
before-
because the Cowboys ain't shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's be
but
real.
no, like we never argued like right around our kids or anything. And one time, I think I told this on our podcast, but one time, my mom lived across the street from us when we first came down here.
Yeah.
And my mom texts me, and my daughter's like, I'm gonna go to Nana's, and we were like, okay. Eagles and Cowboys were playing. We were all right. My mom texts me like 10 minutes later. She's like, "Are you guys all right?" I'm like, "Why? What's going on?" She's like, "Cindy said you guys are fighting," and I'm like, "No." I was like, "The Eagles and Cowboys are playing." She's like, "Oh."
Like,
So just
"Oh."
like trash talking back
Yeah.
and forth, but it's not too bad now.
No?
Nah.
You guys are used to it now?
He married me knowing I was an Eagle fan.
Dude.
So,
That's bonkers.
right?
That's-
So like,
But that's whenever the Eagles weren't shit. So
yeah, that is
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah, no, it's like, they ain't going to amount to shit.
that comes and
There
goes.
they go. Yeah, I mean, everything's in waves, right?
You went through 50 years of not being shit.
Yeah. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But that's why I want to say, no matter what happens, I want to give all the praise and all the thanks to Jerry Jones for being who he is.
Right?
He's the he should never retire ever. And he's a vampire, so he's probably going to live to like 230.
I've already said it. Like it's going to be like Futurama. He's going to be one of those floating heads. Like that's
Yeah.
like how Ashlee was going to be.
Yeah.
He's going to be one of those. Just like his head's going to be in a jar making all the moves. Like it's.
Dude, it's amazing. He is the reason I love football, because that show and spectacle that he puts on is awesome. The way you can take talent and destroy them is fucking amazing, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I mean, everybody would never want a boss like that, but they would love to be that boss.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
dude, it's amazing. That's one of these days, bro. One of these days, I've ever figured out how to do this shit.
You already
I'm
are. You're
gonna-
the Jerry Jones of your own podcast.
Oh, damn, no wonder we got nobody watching. No wonder I have my son as a fucking. That's all we can afford. No,
Yeah,
but
Jerry Jones, Steven Jones. We got it.
Hey.
you don't say anything, dog. You could cuss. You could tell him, fuck you. No, all right, I'll
said,
say
"No,
it for
I'm
you.
good."
He said no, but yeah. Well, I mean, it's the shit show in Dallas. I think what I love the most is that it's not about football. It's about making money, and I think that's what it's all about now. He doesn't care if they win or lose. He's already a billionaire. What the hell does he care?
That's every ownership in football, though, right?
Yeah.
Like it's all about the bottom line, like how much money you're able to make and stuff like that. Jerry Jones is the only one who's like, yeah, it's about the money.
Yeah.
Like I want to make sure the Dallas Cowboys are a brand. Everyone recognizes them, whether it's good or bad. If you're talking about the Cowboys, you're talking about the Cowboys. That's all Jerry Jones cares about. I guess I've been beaten down so much that I'm like, you know what? Just you do you, Jerry. I'm going to be over here crying because I know the team's not going to be that great. Like,
Right.
And I was talking about this on my show. Like the high ceiling for the Cowboys is that they make the playoffs and lose in like the first round.
Yep.
Right. The low ceiling is that they miss the playoffs. So it's just like it was last year.
Yeah.
But no matter what, we can't look at this team and be like, yeah, they're going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. No.
Right. But we as fans have to deal with this stuff because for everyone else, if the Cowboys don't win a Super Bowl, you guys ain't shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and then just so everybody could know, this is being recorded the week before the preseason 3 game, so that way in case, because something always goes down, right? He's going to be a big trade or something happened. So before you guys start taking this as this is like live or whatever, this is pre-recorded a week early, so a lot of shit could happen between here and there. But now is the best time to be a Cowboys fan because all the delusionals come out and say, this is our year.
I have
Right
never.
now.
You're a Cowboy. Have you ever heard a Cowboys fan be like, "This is our year"?
Every
You're a liar. You're a liar. I have never, dude. I was
right after the Super Bowl, they're like, this is our year now.
for 4 years. For 4 years, I was an MC at like a Dallas Cowboys fan club thing, and I never heard those words come out of a Cowboys fan's mouth.
Yeah. No,
And
you're-
like these are like the diehards. They're like crying because they like. Well, there might have been a lot of money involved,
Yeah.
but they were crying because the Cowboys lost like the Jets or somebody like that, right? Like it's like,
Like
week
goddamn
two,
Jets.
week two of the. My son was going to be one of those because he told me one year that like whenever the Jets beat the Cowboys, he's like, I'm never going to fly on a plane again. I was like, that's a bit much, guy.
not because of 9/11, but because of the Jets beat the Cowboys.
He was too young for that.
Yeah.
Dude, he was born 11 years after. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I feel like, and you hit it on the head right there. I feel like it's the diehard fans are the ones that are not the delusional ones. It's the fans that are like,
Yeah.
because like the diehard fans, they already fucking know what to expect. They know they don't set their bar really high.
Right.
So like anything that happens above that, they're happy with that.
Well, it's
But-
also because like life has beaten me down so
So
much
much.
in life that like
It's
I
like-
put my bar as low as possible. It's like, oh, the Cowboys are actually playing. It's going to be a good
Hey.
day.
Hey.
You're just ready for
Yeah.
football
Yeah.
season.
No, yeah, that's what's perfect about the Cowboy fans. The preseason is awesome for you guys because wins and losses don't matter.
You went 50 years. 50 years. The Cowboys would have to suck for another 20 years to reach what your team did.
Okay, but how far behind are the Chiefs in championships behind the Cowboys?
Two.
It's not that much, right? After sucking for 50 years of these guys being
No,
America's team, one.
One.
Yeah, so it's not that far behind. So, and also
But think
remember,
about-
who's
think about that. Think
who's
about
the
that.
original Cowboys? The Kansas City Chiefs.
No, they were the Dallas Texans.
That was but
And
the
they
original
moved.
Dallas.
They
Yeah,
moved
they knew
because
Dallas sucked.
You're welcome. Every
I'll take it.
every championship the Kansas City Chiefs have is because the Dallas Cowboys exist.
Yeah, because they suck. So they have to. Luckily,
Sucked
we're able
so
to.
much they moved you away.
Yeah, no, we voluntarily moved. The Chiefs voluntarily moved, and actually, I think their owner still lives in Dallas. The Hunt family, I think, is still based out of Dallas. Dude, it's also. I don't know if you guys know, but like in Arrowhead, they the Hunt family. They have an actual their apartment in the stadium.
Yeah.
It's fucking dope. Yeah, so I had gone on a tour, and right next to where the press box is, that's where they have like a 2 or 3 story apartment in there, and they stay there whenever they're gonna play home games because, like I said, they're based out of Dallas. So
Well, that should also show you how shitty the city of Kansas City is, where they're like, we're not going to stay in any of these hotels or buy a house. We'll just put an apartment in.
no, that's just a flex. That's just a flex because if you pick up a chick, you're like, let's go to an apartment. Hold on, let me take you somewhere.
I got you.
Dude. You know how badass that is? I could take you to an apartment in a stadium.
So you're
Oh,
gonna stay in the sky.
dude, that's a flex, boy. That if it doesn't come raining down because of that flex, bro, I don't know what will. So the funny part is, or the crazy part is, there's a lot of people who are, 30 years old at least, or older, or no, younger, and like even like my son here, that have never seen a successful Cowboys team to win in the playoffs or even barely make it to the playoffs.
Again, you could have said
That's
the same thing
crazy.
a couple of years. There was 50-year-olds that never saw the Kansas City Chiefs do that.
No, they have. Yeah, we've gone to the playoffs. We've made the playoffs many a time.
The Cowboys have
They
also
just
made the
kept on
playoffs.
sucking. They just
Yeah.
kept on losing.
I mean, over these 30 years, the Cowboys last year was the first time in 4 years that they didn't win 12 games. Like, they've been successful.
Yeah, but not when it counts.
Neither was Kansas
So is
City for
success-
50 years.
Is success based off of making it to the playoffs, like past the first round, or what is success? I really,
Championships.
No,
Oh,
see, and this is what I'll tell you. Like, no matter what happens with the Cowboys, the bar is going to be moving. So, like, it's what the Cowboys have been 30 years since they've been to a conference championship, right? The Cowboys can make it to the conference championship and it's been 30 years since they won. They can win the championship. Oh, it's been 32 years since they won a Super Bowl. They can go to the Super Bowl. Oh my God, they won the Super Bowl. Well, it's because that year the rest of the league sucked.
Yeah.
Like, there's always going to be that caveat with
Who
the
hurt
Dallas
you,
I
bro?
Cowboys.
think it's the same.
It's the same thing you're doing right now. You're like,
Okay.
there were people who are 30 years old that never saw the Cowboys be successful. There were people that were 50 years old that never saw the Chiefs be successful.
Yeah, but
It
it's different.
happens.
But it's different when
It's
you
different
have,
because it's your team.
No, it's different when you're America's team dubbed, right? And then you're a small market team like Kansas City is. You know,
market.
yeah, are they not in a small market?
There's no
before
such thing as a
before
small market anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you had Kansas City, Cleveland, because nobody gives a fuck about Cleveland.
Hey,
Nobody cares about
We have
Cleveland.
a soft spot for the Cleveland.
Yeah.
Why? Well, what's the soft spot about Cleveland?
My daughter's a Browns fan. She became a Browns fan. Her and my son became a Browns fan because of the wrestler, the Miz. He's from there, and he like full diehard Browns fan.
Yeah.
And so it was the year that did they make it to the playoffs that year? Was it? They had to win a game in order for like Bud Light to like release like some beers.
Oh,
and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So it was like a huge thing because they
the
had like
0-16
yeah,
season.
there you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
Yeah.
so like they've been fans since then. So she's been the true like Browns fan, and it's so funny to see because she's 19, but she watches football with my husband and stuff, and so they bond over it. But she can name me players. She
dope.
might do really good at fantasy football because she follows like
She's going to draft all
shit.
Browns. Deshaun Watson.
Well, for sure they're gonna give 4 quarterbacks. They're gonna go all Browns. 'Cause you never know what
right?
day.
So yeah, but no, it's funny because like yeah, she's a Browns fan. But I heard Mike on his show
Yeah.
talking about
So, like,
that Baltimore was the
Yeah.
Browns,
Yeah.
and I had no
then-
idea about
yeah.
that until I saw your show.
So that's where my soft spot came in. It was like they used to be the Cleveland Browns. They leave Cleveland, they win 2 championships. Did you see the troll job they're going to do this year? Mm-mm. They're going to celebrate like their first championship and like the anniversary of that first championship whenever the Cleveland Browns go into Baltimore.
It's fucking awesome.
Like that's a great
That's the
troll
most
job,
petty
man.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Dude, and the way they moved out, nobody knew they moved out like at midnight when nobody was around. They
You just see the moving trucks.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on, guys?
it looked like somebody had just got cheated on. They just grabbed this shit and just rolled out. It was like the most fucking awesome shit.
And you remember, like they left a lot of stuff in the stadium.
Yeah,
too.
they left
were
everything
like,
behind.
We're
We want nothing to do with this shit.
we need the essentials, and we're just leaving with that.
They just barely grabbed the players. That was like, fuck all this shit. Yeah, but it's crazy and it's wild because this boy right here, our junior reporter here, he can recite just about anything football. Like he's like the Raid Man of football. It's crazy. Like I'll be chilling. He's like, oh, did you know so and so this and that? And he's from Michigan. I was like, who the fuck is that guy? Never heard of this fucking guy. So what's your take on the Cowboys since you've been around? This is what your 15th year, and again, I don't try to poison the well or anything. This is all on his own. What's your take on the Cowboys? Talking to a mic so that way we could.
Some years they're good, other years are bad. Keep flip flopping around. Mm-hmm. Like he was saying, the Cowboys do win like 12 games.
Yeah.
Once they get to the playoffs, they first round out or get one win and they're out the next round.
Yeah.
Don't do anything.
So, do you feel that they are a successful squad?
Recently, no.
Recently, no. Recently, being in the how long? Like the last few years, or just
Last 20 years. No.
But
okay?
it's all subjective, right? Like, what's
Yeah,
your definition
yeah.
of success?
Right. Everything.
They are the most valuable franchise in sports, therefore they are
They are
successful.
That they are. But
And by
they've
far.
been losing. They've been losing a little bit of ground, but even with losing a little bit of ground, you still got a long. There's still
You
a
have
long separation.
generations.
I'll
You
say
have
there were-
generations of people who are
Yeah.
like buying into it, and it's crazy. Like, and that's what we always talk about because like they say America's team, and I'm like, but fucking why? And then you
But that's-
anywhere you
that's
go and
why.
anywhere you see,
I'm not even wearing Cowboys stuff, and I'm still getting rocked at as a Cowboys fan, right? And even if I go to like whenever I lived in North Carolina, right? There's no rivalry between the Panthers and the Cowboys, but all those people in North Carolina, oh, the Cowboys suck.
Yeah.
When I lived in Alaska, there's not even football in Alaska, bro, and they're like, oh, the Cowboys suck.
Yeah.
And then when you got people that like aren't even football fans, it'll be like, oh, any team but the Cowboys.
The ABCs.
And it's like, oh, okay, well, that's why they're America's team, right? Like whether
Everybody
it's
has
good,
an
whether it's
opinion.
bad, there's an
Yeah.
opinion. There's
It's
no
a-
in between.
The Vince McMahon,
Yeah.
Of
They're
the-
talking about you. You're
they're-
happy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
And,
I mean,
that's, and that's what Jerry Jones wants.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
The Eagles are the same. People will talk about like who your team is or whatever. And, fucking Eagles fans, and like
'Cause those
that's-
Eagles fans are fucking wild.
I would say they threw batteries at Santa Claus.
Dude,
Well,
the old vet,
they're gangsters, man.
the old vet stadium had a jail in the
I know.
fucking stadium.
I know.
Because these fucking delusional fucks would fucking
Get
Dude,
so out of
You
hand.
guys, when you guys finally won your championship, what first one in a few years, about
2017.
2017, right? Well, by celebrating, they decided to fucking burn down the city.
Yeah.
That's how fucking crazy these dudes are, and it's one of the
Their
most
taxes
racist.
rebuild it.
It's one of the
So I
most
feel like
racist places.
They feel
yeah.
ownership in it.
Yeah, it's the most racist, most hateful. Everybody hates playing
It's a city
or
of
good.
brotherly love, man.
The fuck it is. Yeah, but they loving the wrong brothers.
I
Let
was
me
about
tell
to say,
you,
it's
They
a
loving the
different
wrong-
type of brotherly love we're talking about.
They ain't loving the brothers. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. They're like a mini Boston. They ain't loving the brothers.
Not at all.
That's a racist motherfucker. Like. But I mean, kudos to the Eagles. They were able to win and be successful these last few years, despite having a shitty head coach.
Hey.
He's trash. He's fucking. I hate.
You can call
I
him
hate
trash,
everything
but they
about
still
him. No.
win.
I'll say
They've
he's
won
still
two
a
Super
Super
Bowls.
Bowl champion.
His GM has put
Howie?
together a hell of a
Howie
squad.
is a fucking smart man.
Yeah, I think my son could be the coach of the Eagles right now and still win with that squad. Because that coach is. I mean, he's.
I would like your
ridiculous.
son to be the coach of my fantasy football team.
For sure, we're not getting kickers.
So that I can not draft all Eagles.
You
players.
gotta send them the text. Hey, dude, is this good or not? So, like, right off the bat, who would be the first pick this year in this year's draft?
Jamar Chase.
Damn. Yeah, I'd hate to say, but yeah, that dude's a beast. He's Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. They're gonna be beasts this year. Beast. So then let's get into a little bit of fantasy talk, which we don't do a lot of. Because I'm
I'm actually in the middle of a fantasy draft.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
See, now
What
you're
pick are you on?
So this is a dynasty league. We only have 2 rounds, and
Okay.
I've got 2 picks coming up right here.
Okay.
So I had 2 picks in the first round and then 3 picks in the second
Who
round.
was your first two?
My first pick that I got was Ashton Genty.
Ooh.
Because it's like it's all basically rookies and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then Tet McMillan from the Carolina Panthers.
Ooh.
And then with my first pick in the second round, I was able to get. I'm gonna get his name right here in just a little bit. Where you at? There he is. Luther Burden. I always like. I can't remember his name. And
Missouri
then
receiver. Okay.
yeah, and then I'm gonna have Jaden Blue coming up in a little bit, and then
Traven
probably
Henderson.
Oh, he already went.
Oh, that dude's
Yeah.
gonna be electric this year.
Oh yeah.
So I know we're in a league, right? Yeah, we're actually gonna have a and the first of September we're having our draft or whatever. So I'm trying to, because I know back in up until last year, CMC was always the hot commodity. You could never go wrong with CMC. Now he's old. Now he's coming back from an injury. I don't think he's gonna be legit. So since you're into the draft, and yours is a little bit more different because you're doing it's more like a longer, you got to look ahead. Who do you think are going to be the top 3 running backs this year? So I know it's subjective in general,
Yeah.
but just overall, top 3 running backs that are guaranteed to put up points. That way we could help Ashlee.
I know
Come
the running
through.
back one. I
Oh,
know the answer
really?
to that.
Okay,
Saquon.
Saquon Barkley is going to be number 1. But the thing is,
he's going to fall off a bit, I think.
100%. Like he's not going to have a 2,000-yard season.
Nope.
He's not like that's where the
But
expectation is, right?
We need to place a bet then.
For-
Today,
okay.
preseason.
How much?
That he does make the goal that he was going to hit last year.
You think that
they
he's
pulled
going to
up.
set the record?
No, there's no way.
Yes, I'm
I
a
will put
delusional
money.
fan.
I will put money down on that
How much should
right
we
now.
put? How much you want to put?
I'll say
Hold on,
$100.
I need to speak to my.
I'll say
my
$100
bookie.
right now.
I need to speak to
How
my
much
bookie
did you put?
first.
Not a lot of money because it's not gonna happen.
I was going to say.
I'm gonna come back here.
I'll put 100.
afterwards.
I'll put 100 on.
I'll say $100.
There's zero chance.
It's on tape.
Yeah, there's zero
Let's do it.
chance Saquon's going to set the record. Zero chance. They
There's
have
always a chance. Haven't you seen the Little Giants?
Zero chance.
No, the Little Giants.
No.
Jesus.
'Cause it's always going to come down to the same thing, which he should have done it this last year.
Right.
But he'd rather save himself for the playoffs because
it was not
he'll
his
get hurt.
call. It was it was Sirianni.
Again,
your favorite
A
coach,
shitty coach.
head coach.
A shitty coach. If
With
I was
that-
that,
with
that
that,
would have been bragging rights.
With that, I do agree.
Yeah, he's a
That
shitty coach.
He should have done it.
But I will also say, like that's the rare time that Saquon Barkley wasn't hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's healthier and stronger
always
now than
hurt.
he has been.
But he's also
previously.
older now.
Yep.
No, you
It
get
does.
better at age.
No,
Once you
you
start
can't.
learning,
They're
your
not
body.
kickers.
No, dude.
They're not kickers.
I take that bet, and we'll come back and we'll commence.
man.
All right. So then
BJ, I'm sorry.
who's 2 and 3 then? If you're saying Saquon, who's 2 and 3 then? For the running backs.
Oh well, I only knew the one.
That's
Well,
all the
hold
one.
on, there's-
That's all the one I need to know.
So
What's the guy's name?
So I think it's going to wind up being like Derrick Henry and probably Bijan Robinson. Like those would be like the top 3 running backs out there. Outside of that, like there's a big drop off, right?
Yeah.
For like guys that are going to get carries and stuff like that. Like I know Tony Pollard had like 1,000-year season last year.
Oh, that line is horrible though.
Rico Dowdle going over to the Carolina Panthers, like he had 1,000 yards. It's not going to happen,
No.
right? Najee Harris, like
No.
most running backs now, they have like a 2 running back.
Yeah, it's a committee.
core. So it would have to be like one of those guys, like where Saquon's going to get the majority of the carry. Like even Joe Mixon, like they got Nick Chubb now, so Nick Chubb's going to take carries away from him.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's
the
just
offensive
gonna
line
be-
is trash though for the Texans.
Oh yeah, no,
So
I
that has
think,
a lot to do with it.
I think the Jaguars win that division. As crazy as that sounds.
No?
who do you think?
Who do you think is going to take that?
Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, pretty easily.
Easily. Oh, shit.
I
Why?
think this is so exciting to hear this first conversation because like maybe mid year we come back and see like where
We're
everything
at?
is. Yeah.
Well, why do you think Houston's going to take it easy?
Division's easy. Tennessee's trash. Indy's trash. Jacksonville, they might have a decent season, but no more than 8 wins.
No more?
But that's also the thing. Like, I think Houston's taking a big step back. Like they can win. Like either team can win that division with 9 wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's the
gonna
same thing with the
be-
NFC South. Like Atlanta could win that division with 9 wins.
Atlanta's going to be a lot better this year, I think, than they were the last few years with Penix. And I think the fact that now they should start throwing the ball to their tight end Pitts, because that dude is a phenomenal fucking ball player. But they never used him before. They never looked his way. They never did anything with him, and that is that's horrible for that kid because he should be a superstar right now.
Well, if you remember at the beginning of the last season, like even Kirk Cousins was using him a lot, right? Like,
Yeah, but
Kirk Cousins before he got hurt was on an amazing trajectory. Like they came back, they beat the Eagles. He had that 500-yard game and stuff like that. Then he hurts his shoulder and like an idiot, he keeps playing with the hurt
Right.
shoulder. Winds up having like a noodle arm and stuff like that. Penix comes in for the last 5, and Penix did all right.
Yeah.
But he only completed 58% of his passes.
No,
And
yeah.
that's with Drake London. That's with Kyle Pitts. Like I don't know, man. Like I love me a left-handed quarterback, so I want him to do well.
Yeah.
But I also, you got to show me some consistency.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, also he was a rookie. You know, Penix is a rookie. He's older. My biggest worry with him is his durability. He's always getting hurt. You know, when he was in college, he's like a buffer version of Tua. He's always hurt though, without the concussion. There's always something.
Without seizing up on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that dude needs to fucking retire.
Just stop.
I give it. How many games would you give it before he gets his first concussion this year?
5 to 6.
5 to 6, and I think it's going to be severe. I think this is going to be his final year. I think this should be Tua's final year because
He
after
did
the,
so much damage.
yeah, because I think Steve Young towards the end ended up having like what a total like 8 concussions or something like that.
Well, Troy Aikman. That's why Aikman had to retire.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean,
You remember like
Oh.
Madden used
and that's
to
when you
do
could
that?
get hit.
Yeah.
You used to take hits.
But you remember that was like an ad for like one of the Madden games. It was like, oh, Troy Aikman had like all these concussions, and we have all the knowledge that he has for this Madden football game.
It's all forgotten.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, no, yeah, one of the biggest teams I think is falling off this year is going to be the Dolphins. They're going to implode, and anybody who thinks otherwise, I feel bad for you. My boy Tyreek is going to Tyreek his way out because I ain't gonna say there's gonna be something's gonna come up with Tyreek this year. He wants out. He's been wanting out. You can't get rid of that contract. That contract was hard to get rid of. So they're gonna find some way to fuck this kid up, which sucks because the kid is a hell of a player. It's just the receiver mentality, which you have to have, which is the diva, and I'm this and that. That's everybody's biggest pitfall. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think when Tua gets hurt, who's their backup? Ewers?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, and Ewers
Zach
is trash.
Wilson.
Zach Wilson is, dude. He had so much promise, but the Jets
cannon.
ruined him.
Yeah,
the Jets ruined him.
Like he's got a cannon, but he's still Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
like that's
no, yeah. That's what's one of the going back into the fantasy. Then who's going to be the top 3 receivers you think this year?
I mean, you already said the top 2, right? Like
Right.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and then it's going to be CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
If not CeeDee
CeeDee
Lamb, then it'll probably wind up being A.J. Brown.
No, it's not going to be AJ.
Amon-Ra, Nico Collins also.
Nico Collins, yeah. I don't know. AJ's not going to be one of the top ones for the fact that they're going to try to rely a lot more on Saquon.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit more run heavy than it is passing. Plus,
But you
the
also have
quarterback
to
is
remember-
trash.
But you also have to remember, like, they lost a lot of pieces on defense, so
Yeah.
they're not going to have the lead as much as they did last season, which
Yeah.
allowed them to run the ball the way they did. They just lost some pieces on the offensive line as well, like one to a season-ending injury.
Yeah.
So, like, their ability to establish a run is going to have to be predicated on getting leads and being
Yeah.
able to establish it. I think that's where, like, Jalen Hurts, again, you talk about, like, how he's a crappy quarterback.
Yeah.
He's on a team that's quarterback proof, right?
Yep.
Whenever you have Devontae Smith, whenever you have AJ Brown, like Dallas Goedert, like you have targets that you can actually throw the ball to. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. It's just like Minnesota.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Minnesota's going to be. I think they're going to be. They're what? What was the record last year?
14 and 3. 14 and 3.
14-3. I think they'll probably go down to a 12 win, which would
I think they're going to be a lot worse than that.
really. No, I don't
Yeah.
think so, man. Like you said, the amount of weapons that they have, their defense has to be decent, not even good, just decent. They'll be able to win enough games with JJ McCarthy, and I think JJ is not a good quarterback at all.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, you might be right because everyone thought Sam Darnold was a bad quarterback, and
Yeah.
they made him a Pro Bowler and got him $100 million.
Yeah, he got paid. Yeah, that dude was he's was it the Fugosi? Fugosi, is that what it's called?
Fugazi.
Fugazi, same shit. But one of the running backs that you did leave out, and I don't think Henry's going to be in the top 3. It's going to be Chase Brown. Chase Brown is the way he gets used in that Bengals offense.
Dude, they're going to be down so much because of how bad that defense is. They're not going to
Yeah.
be able to run the ball.
No, but he's used a lot in the passing game though. So that's the other thing that's going to help him. Am I off or am I? Do you think I'm wrong or no?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think another one though is Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs is a good one too.
I'm reserved on Gibbs because I don't know what that offense is going to look like without the coordinator. So I don't know how much more or how much different it's going to be. So I think they're going to come out a little bit slow this year because of the fact that I think it might be a new system, and that's going to kind of slow down everything. Now towards the middle and end of the year, I think that's when they're going to start turning it up. And Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be a big factor. Him and what's that other kid, Williams or
Montgomery?
No, the receiver.
Oh, Amon-Ra?
No, the other one, Williams. Jamison Williams. Yeah, that is going to be one of the. He's going to be using the run game also somehow.
Oh yeah,
that some bitch is fast.
If you want a sleeper one, I think you got to go after like DeAndre Swift, like you said, the coordinator, Ben Johnson, now the head coach of the Chicago Bears. That's his entire offense is predicated off we're going to just run the ball. The Bears went out in the draft; they got a lot of offensive linemen. They got Tooney from Kansas City, so they did a lot to address the offensive line. I think the Bears are going to be sneaky good this year, but I think it's all going to be a lot of running game.
Yeah. I think Caleb's going to be their biggest Achilles. My problem with Caleb, and I've said this at the beginning, I know he and I go back and forth on it. Caleb's biggest problem is that he's always relied on his athleticism. He was always the most athletic dude on the field, and he could get away with holding the ball, which is the same problem I think Cam Ward's going to have this year. They hold the ball too fucking long because Caleb always wants to have the huge play and doesn't take what's there and build off of it. And he wants to be the superstar like a Allen Mahomes. He wants to be known in that. And his biggest problem is that he, instead of taking down the 10-yard check down, he wants to hit the 50-yard bomb. And by holding the ball too long, that's why he had so many. He was the most sacked quarterback last year.
Would you say there was a big difference between him and Jaden Daniels?
No. Daniels was able to actually get away from people and Daniels is a little bit more of a threat to run than Caleb is. So I think the fact that they would take advantage of Daniels' legs, the defense sits back a little bit because you're worried about him taking off on you because he has, 4.3 speed, 4.4 speed, some shit like that. So you don't want to get burned by him. You'd rather get burned by his arm.
So I'm going to be on your son's side here.
Okay.
They had 100 yards rushing was the difference between what Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels had. Mm-hmm. Jaden Daniels threw 20 more yards for the season than Caleb Williams did, threw 6 more interceptions than Caleb Williams did, and 4 more touchdowns than Caleb Williams did.
Okay.
Everyone makes it seem like Caleb Williams was the issue with the Bears. The Bears were the issue with the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears
That was a
bear.
bad team. I think Caleb Williams is going to be all right.
Yeah.
They got him an offensive line that can actually have him hold on to the ball. He's got weapons. And like I said, they're going to establish a run. Like, I like what the Bears are doing. And I don't think the difference between Jaden Daniels, who was like this amazing rookie of the year,
Right,
and Caleb Williams is that big.
So what was the biggest thing or the biggest differences between the teams? You think was it the defenses? Because I know Washington's defense really wasn't that good.
Washington got
Or was it
hot. So like
Was it a better or easier schedule or?
they both had one team had really good luck, the other team had really bad luck, right? Like Washington won a lot of one-score games. Chicago lost a lot of one-score games. We
Well,
saw
they
that
beat
in
Chicago.
the
They
game with
beat
the
Chicago
Hail
with the
Mary.
Hail Mary.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? But like that's kind of how it went. Like they're both going to kind of revert because we see that happens in football all the time. If you have a year where you win a bunch of one-score games, you start losing those. Like that happened to the Minnesota Vikings a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just going to happen that way. So for me, like I feel like Chicago's going to be better. I think they win 8, 9, maybe 7 games at the worst. But like Washington, I think is going to have a big step back, a big step back. Like everyone thinks that they're going to be a conference championship team again. They're not.
Yeah, that's the argument I was having with my son. I think Daniels is going to fall into the sophomore slump. He's going to hit that sophomore slump. But once you're able to get tape on somebody that you never really have been able to see before, and 9, 10 games in, it's kind of hard to readjust your whole philosophies on people. Now that there's tape on Daniels, it's going to be a lot easier to control. Now I know you're shaking your head. Why do you say no?
Because he has
Talking to the mic so we can hear what you got to say.
he has the rushing ability.
Okay.
And you can't really game plan around that. You can, but you just contain it. He's obviously gonna get the yards one way or another.
Yeah,
He
but
always
then
does.
but then also remember, his number one receiver hasn't been in camp. He doesn't want to be there. He might start throwing games because he don't want to be there because he's not getting paid.
And
They haven't been able to get their chemistry again.
And his number one running back sat out the last couple of games as well, and they might trade him before the season
Yeah,
starts.
but that dude's
It's not that
they
good.
don't use him right.
Brian Robinson?
Yeah,
I still
use him
like.
right.
I think he's like out of the running backs they have, he's the best running back they've got.
Yeah,
Like Austin
Eckler
Eckler's
is-
old.
Yes,
Like he aged like a loaf of bread.
and he's always hurt.
Yeah.
He always gets hurt because he's short. He's small. He's small in stature, and he gets hurt a lot.
So that would be the one thing that I think hurts Jaden Dan. Like Terry McLaurin is a great safety blanket to have,
Yeah,
right? And if you have a running back that can run the ball, then you as the quarterback can have some more avenues to do that. But if you're the only runner that's out there,
Yeah.
like look at how like they're not going to use him the way that Baltimore uses Lamar Jackson. Like
Oh,
it's
no.
not going to be that way. But they are going to have to try to use him in that capacity, and he won't be able to hold up with that, man.
No, I think Cliffsbury is going to be able to come up with something maybe, but I'm not totally sold on him. And then the fact that they got was it Samuel that they
Debo.
picked up, always hurt. He's going to give you a game or two, but when you need him, you can't count on him.
Always out of shape.
Always
out
It's
of
because he's
shape.
always hurt. He can't work out when you're hurt. It's hard. There's always something with that cat.
I'm a fat guy, and Debo Samuel's going to look like me by the time he's 40.
He's going to be a little fat Mexican.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Oh, shit. So then who's going to, let me ask you this, because we didn't start off with this. Who's going to be the top 3 quarterbacks this year then in the draft, in the fantasy?
Lamar, Allen. Third one, I'm not really sure.
Burrow.
It's okay to say
Burrow.
it.
Yeah,
It's
Burrow.
okay to say Burrow.
Easily Burrow.
Yeah, I think Burrow might be top 2.
Burrow's gonna put up the yardages like how he did last year.
Burrow is.
That defense is just too
I
trash.
would say they're going to have to throw the
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah, they're going to have to throw, but also depends if he doesn't get hurt again. Because he's always, every year he's hurt. There's something wrong with Burrow.
Every other
year.
year.
So last year was
The healthy
the healthy, the one before that was his wrist, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so now this year he's due. he's due to get hurt this year.
You got to remember, like the rookie year was the ACL. He came back,
Yeah.
he was healthy. They go to a Super Bowl, they come back like he's hurt the wrist. Like
Yeah.
it's the same. That's why I call him Dak Prescott of the AFC.
Oh.
Because like Dak has like these amazing seasons where he's like in the MVP like caliber, right? The Dallas Cowboys have these amazing offenses, and then the next year he gets hurt.
Yeah.
That's exactly the way that Joe Burrow is, man. Like I hope he doesn't because he's a great quarterback. But like I don't know, man.
So the question that I posed to my son, and I'll pose it to you again: is Burrow that good, or is it the fact that he has a lot of great options to throw to with T. Higgins, Chase, who will make anybody look good. Then you got your outlets on the with Chase Brown on the running backs. Who's their tight end? Is it still Siegfried or
Gesicki.
They have
Gesicki.
Gesicki, but they also just signed Noah Fant.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while to get used to it because Fant. I mean, they released Fant for a reason, and he hasn't been able to latch onto a team in a while because who was it? The Broncos got rid of. They quit on him, and then Seattle was kind of like.
He was like Seattle's number 2 receiver.
Yeah, but also
And,
that's
like,
not
they
saying
didn't
much about
have-
Seattle.
They had DK Metcalf.
Yeah, but DK's overrated. He's overrated. So
He was a free agent for one day.
so was who was the kid that set the market? Was it last year from the Cardinals? That got sent to the Jets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he was a free agent too for like 3 hours, and look how that turned out. You know what I mean? It's about that's the thing that sucks about free agency is that it's based on what you previously did, not on what you can do, and it's not always doesn't always add up or make sense. Look at what's the name from the one from the Packers, Devontae. He was supposed to be this superstar beast, but you don't have a quarterback. It doesn't matter what you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then now he's on his third team with now he's with the Rams, right? Fourth team. Damn, well, sorry. So why gonna fucking yell at me?
He said, "Get it right,
Yeah.
Dad."
So do you think Burrow is he the truth, or is it his options that he has?
I think he's that good. So when he led him to the Super Bowl, he's basically a rookie. And his receivers, T. Higgins' second year, didn't do much in his first year. Chase wasn't proven. He was a rookie. Or
Yeah.
second year. No, he was a rookie.
But their defense was pretty
Good, yeah.
Their defense is, I think, what helped them out there because that coordinator that they had, that dude would confuse the hell out of everybody with his different off looks. I mean, it got Mahomes every time they played him. That was a kryptonite. This dude, he couldn't solve it. Him and Reed couldn't solve it because he would throw some off the wall shit. But Burrow, I think, is good, but I don't think he's elite. As I
think it's
I
both.
would say.
Like it could be both, right? Like he's got some amazing weapons. He's also a really good quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Like anybody would want, maybe not you, anybody would want Burrow as their quarterback. And like I could say, like you can make an argument for like maybe Kansas City, if they had Joe Burrow, maybe they'd be a little bit better, but they need weapons, right? Like that's their issues. They need that. Most teams would be like they would love to have Joe Burrow as their quarterback.
Yeah, and then one of the things, wearing a Pat Mahomes jersey, and I have this argument with my son is I think if Allen would have gone to the Chiefs, I think we would have had one more Super Bowl than what we have now. And I think if Pat Mahomes would have been anywhere else other than Kansas City, he wouldn't be what he is right now. Because I think the fact that he had that year to sit down or sit back and learn, and I think the way Reed uses him, I think it's that's what's led to the Mahomes era, is the fact that because even now he's still kind of bottleneck, which is my biggest problem with the Chiefs. And we talk about it all the time. He's still constrained. He's not able to rip the ball like he wants to. He's forced to do check downs. He's forced to do all this shit instead of taking advantage of the arm that he's got. And then I think with the fact that if this offense or the Chiefs offense would have had Allen with his running ability, the fact he's such a big dude, I think they would have been that much more better. If not, would have had at least one more ring on it than what they have right now. And I know that's out as a Mahomes fan.
How much you been drinking?
Do you think?
My
I was
water.
gonna ask, like, do you think Mahomes? Because this is what I notice in football. It's a lot of hypotheticals.
Yeah.
I don't know second if I'm really truly ready for fantasy football. But I'm gonna try it.
You're
and
not.
I think the thing is,
if you draft a kicker, you're not.
well, that was years ago. I've learned since then. But
Okay.
I feel like for me as a football fan, it's more so about my football team and what they can do. I feel like fantasy football, you have to open up to like other teams. You have to be cheering for a player on another team because they're going to fucking get you points.
Yep.
And that shit to me, like, I'm a loyal person. So for me, I'm like, that's fucking
It's hard.
bonkers, man. Like, that's why I picked all Eagles and might do so again if I do it.
No, word of
With the
advice,
exception-
don't do that.
With the exception of a couple things. But
Yeah.
still, like, I feel like getting back to Mahomes, what I notice more so when I'm watching sports as just like a person who loves watching sports. So like I can't tell you names of plays or anything like that,
Right.
but I know defense, offense, like the basic stuff. But players like Mahomes who have that arm the way that they do, and the coaches tend to reel them in a little bit. Do you really think that without that discipline he would be as good as he is? Because it's so when you're throwing the ball and you're just fucking launching it,
Right.
you literally have to have the people right where they are, right? So like, do you think that the discipline is what makes him a better player? I don't know if I asked that question right or if I even got around to it.
No,
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I get to what
you're
you're saying.
like Reed is holding him back,
Right.
but do you think your opinion is that if he was able to just fucking let loose and play his game, that he would be a better player?
Yes, because I think the thing, one of his biggest problems was when he was coming out of college, and I said this when they drafted him. I actually wanted Deshaun Watson as a quarterback
Ooh.
because I thought he was a lot more polished and ready to go. And there's not many people that you could sexually assault in Kansas
I was gonna
City.
say, is he
let
the
me tell
massage
you.
guy?
yeah. But the biggest problem that Mahomes had when he was at Tech, that when he would fling the ball, when he would throw for like 700 yards a game or whatever it is, his base was off, his throwing angles were off, his footwork was trash. That's what led to a lot of the that and the fact that you're down by 30, you got to throw a bunch of Hail Marys to try to come back into the game. That was one of the biggest things that Reed fixed on him, because everybody, this is going back to your ESPN days. Everybody on ESPN is like, this dude's a 5th rounder, if that. He's a project quarterback at best, for the same fact that he has the arm talent, but everything else, his mechanics and everything were trash. And I think the fact that they bottled him up to a certain point is good, because you get to slow it down. And now you minimize the field. But now that you're this renowned, everybody says he's a generational quarterback, but he doesn't sling the ball now. And now when he does try to throw deep, it's ugly to see because he misses people.
Because he doesn't have that. He doesn't have his hip thing going on where he can like just release. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how they
like
tightened it up.
It's none of that.
No,
It's
but that
like,
also you play Mahomes differently now.
Yeah, like-
he's the one that started the too high shit.
Let me ask this question: Is he hurt a lot too?
No.
So
No,
like
he-
all
he
of that
gets hurt.
so all of that discipline goes back to like they've protected him so that he can continue to
No,
play.
he gets hurt a lot. His biggest problem is his ankles. I mean,
He's
what was
tough,
it?
dude.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
he toughs it
he'll,
out.
yeah, he'll come back in right away, and it's to his own detriment. I mean, it was against the Broncos that he fucking blew his kneecap out.
Oh yeah.
And he just went in,
I
they
do
fucking
remember that.
adjusted it, and he was back the next game. That's usually people sit out a month,
Yeah.
and he was back the next game. I mean, to his own detriment, he fights through it. But sometimes you just got to put, the team first, which is hard, which is easier for us, right, as fans to do it. Because when you're like, oh no, yeah, let this other guy go in. Like, but who wants to give up their job, Especially when you're making that kind of money and you're the leader of the team.
Well, do you make the money if you play or not?
Yeah, you still get paid, yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, but chicks dig scars.
He's married.
So.
So
But I mean, it comes down to this. Like, even Patrick Mahomes hurt is the better option than whoever the backup quarterback was for the Chiefs last year.
No, last year we had Wentz and he was fucking.
Yeah,
horrible.
like and,
He was
and like
horrible.
it's been bad. Like the backup situation has been bad in Kansas City for a while.
Yeah.
But like I think like Mahomes is like they don't have wide receiver talent. Like Rashee Rice was supposed to be that dude. He got hurt last year, right?
It's all Kelsey.
the guy that they drafted last year as well,
Worthy.
the speeder, Xavier Worthy, like he. If you don't have someone that can like move the defense over, you can just play too high on one guy all the time.
Yeah.
Then obviously the only option you can do is check down.
Yeah.
It's smart of him to check down. That we talk about how the Kansas City Chiefs were an underwhelming team. All they did was make the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They won 14 games and made the Super Bowl, and somehow people are like, "Oh, they should have been better."
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like that shows you the bar that Patrick Mahomes has set for like that team and what the league expects from him. Like Josh Allen, like I get it. But Josh Allen is more of a gunslinger. He's more turnover prone.
Yep.
He fumbles a lot too. Like that's going to be the issue that kind of like offsets him. Patrick Mahomes might have thrown a lot of interceptions last year, a lot for who he is.
Right.
But he makes the smart football play 95% of the time.
Yeah.
And that's really what you want out of your quarterback, is a guy that can do that. If Kansas City got him like a Jamar Chase, imagine Patrick Mahomes with Jamar Chase. This league
That'd
would
be
be
illegal.
over.
That'd be illegal.
Right, but we saw that because that's who we had with Tyreek Hill. Mm-hmm. They still won a Super Bowl and went to – actually, they won 2 Super Bowls and went to a Super Bowl without Tyreek Hill. With guys like Juju Smith-Schuster as like their main number one target, right? He had DeAndre Hopkins last year. The corpse of DeAndre Hopkins was out there as a zombie running routes for the Kansas City Chiefs because they had nobody.
Dropping balls there. Yeah, well, everybody was hurt. And then Kelsey looked old as shit last year.
He carried them to a Super Bowl with how bad that team looked. He made it to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but also they're 9-0 last year in one-score games.
It felt like more than that. It felt like every game.
It felt like every dude. Oh, you're preaching to the choir because every game we were at Keg and Brew and they have their fan club, the Chiefs fan club there, and that last 10 seconds is always like son of a bitch. And if it wasn't for a blocked field goal or a stupid forced fumble or a quarterback not paying attention to the fucking snap from the Raiders, they almost lost to the fucking Raiders. It almost ruined my fucking Christmas or what? When did they play it? Was it Thanksgiving?
Almost don't mean shit. What
Oh, no,
happened?
yeah.
What's
yeah.
the record say?
No, yeah, and I agree. And last year I think was their down year. So I'm curious to see, and it's with any team, right? Any team, depending, you're only as good as your team is injured. You know, because once you start losing people, like say if the Eagles lost Saquon, that'd be a huge problem from them. If they lost AJ Brown,
Y'all are just trying to put that out there so my
huge
bet
problem
doesn't
out
go
there.
It's not that it's going to happen.
No,
like
no.
Saquon, like the day Saquon was born, they spanked him. He went on the injured
He was
list.
on the IR.
No, I know.
He was on the IR for 6 months.
I remember hearing about him like when he was on the Giants and like how injured he was all the time. And so when we got him as the Eagles, I was like, fuck, this fucking guy's always hurt. And like that was the same thing my husband said. If he can stay healthy, and like that's why I say I think it changes depending on like your training camp, your coaches, like all that shit, regardless of injury prone or not, you change shit up, you know?
Yeah, but also the Eagles have a phenomenal offensive line, and the Giants didn't have anything. They had one dude, and he was always hurt too. That tackle was always hurt too. Was it Thomas? Yeah, right, Andrew Thomas. That dude was hurt a lot, and that's all they had. Other than that, like this year, they've got a lot of pieces, but I don't know, man. I'm not sold. Where do you think your Cowboys fall in their division this year? Second?
Yeah, like there's a lot there, or I have a lot of people that like comment on my show and stuff that say that there's a real chance for the Cowboys to win the division. Ooh. I still think like even if Saquon were to get hurt, Philadelphia's the better team. Like if you put them head to head, Philadelphia's the better team because Philadelphia has a better overall defense than the Cowboys have. The Cowboys can't stop the run. Like the edge rushers are amazing. The linebacking core a little questionable. The cornerbacks and safeties, I love the cornerbacks and safeties of the Cowboys, but it's that interior defense that's bad. Like objectively horrible. Absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
Right? So like teams just run down the throat of the Dallas Cowboys. You got the Dallas Cowboys. If you can get a lead on the Cowboys first, because if you get in a shootout with the Cowboys, that's the last thing you want. That offense is going to be amazing. It's going to be like Cincinnati was last year, where they just throw in the ball. And, I mean, they got George Pickens. They have basically 2 number 1 wide receivers on that team, with Ferguson as a halfway decent tight end. I like Jaden Blue. I think he's going to be – that's another sleeper if you're looking for sleepers. For running backs, like it's going to be okay. Like the Cowboys address their offensive line issues, so Dak's going to have time. and they have Dak Prescott healthy. Like it might be Dak's healthy year again before he gets hurt next year, but like they've got the makings of it.
Okay.
They're also the only team in the last 5 years of the NFL to have a top 5 offense twice in the NFL. It's because Dak, whenever Dak's healthy, is an MVP caliber quarterback. Like you got to remember, he led the NFL in passing twice. And this is with Joe Burrow. This is with Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, all those guys. Dak Prescott was the guy that led the NFL in passing, which is blasphemous, it seems like. The offense is going to be great for the Cowboys. That defense is
That's
a
the
lot of
biggest
question marks. A lot of question marks.
Would you agree with that, Ash? Are the Cowboys going to be second? And are your Eagles going to be first, or are they going to take a step back?
I think the Eagles will be first. Of course, I think that because I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
But
0-17.
I feel like
1-16 at least. They'll beat the Cowboys once.
but I feel like I think we're going to be number 1. I mean, it typically doesn't it come down to or the Bills aren't in our division. So with us it's the Eagles, the Cowboys. It's cuz look, I used to only pay attention to like our teams in like the NFC East. And then now like after I'm like starting to feel better like this past year and stuff, I'm watching more football. So like I'm starting to pay attention more to like, you know, the Kansas City AFC, and like so I'm starting to learn and like take all of that stuff in because before, even though I'm a fan, I still only followed my team. I could give 2 shits about everything else going on. So like of course I think
it's a better fan, right? Like that's the way you want your fandom to
like,
be. That's
like
good.
that's all I care about. Like what's going on with them. I only found out about the Chiefs because of Kelsey.
Because all they're winning?
Well, no.
Because of all their Super Bowls?
Well, no,
all their rings?
When they beat the Eagles?
Well, don't even get me started. That one, we go back to the turf guys in Arizona.
Of course.
So we avoided that this whole time, and I'm gonna just keep that going.
Of course.
Of Kelsey was because of the brothers,
podcast?
right? Well, no,
Because of their pod?
no, it was because before that I used to follow them. So like I followed the Eagle.
Jason.
Jason. God,
yeah.
just spaced out.
No.
But yeah, like I used to follow my players, so I knew who they were. I knew
Yeah.
his younger brother, and then once they got the podcast, you know,
Yeah.
then of course a couple years ago is when I started watching it when it came out.
Right.
Pre T Swift. So I always say like I found out about Taylor Swift because of the
Damn.
podcast.
Okay.
I'm not a Taylor. My daughter's really not into that either.
You
so
don't
like
shake it off?
I know that song from movies.
Yeah.
And it's a great motto. But yeah, like so I genuinely think, and this has taught me a lot this podcast here, because so many fucking players.
Oh, you have
Like
no idea.
even though I can know like the positions,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'll know the player, but I don't know what the position is. Like I didn't know there was like different side tackles and like
Okay.
all these. Didn't fucking know that.
Mm-hmm.
So I am gonna do fantasy football. The Eagles will be first
Yeah.
or second.
Don't pick Eagles players.
I'm gonna.
And the only reason
She's
I
gonna
say
pick
this,
the hell out of Eagles
yeah, the only
players.
reason I say this is that I've always had this thought when it comes to fantasy and when it comes to betting. I never get any of my own people because when they put up duds or when they lose, it hurts that much fucking more. Especially because when on the fantasy leagues that we do, it's for money. So
I am playing for money.
Yeah, when we do it for
I
money.
I already bet my bet for like
Oh,
the
yeah.
full for the next 2 years. I'm done with betting.
Yeah. No,
Just on that-
it
just on
hurts
that
that
I
much.
can't wait to hear the car ride home because she's gonna lose money. Like there ain't no way that's happening.
No,
Right?
my
I'll be
good-
like, what the fuck were you thinking? What's wrong with you?
No, y'all.
You drafted a kicker. How could you
Again?
say that?
And then you have the nerve. You have the nerve to put money.
No, won't go like that. But
Oh shit.
yeah. So I'm excited for it. Like
Yeah.
I appreciate you asking me to come on and like
Yeah.
when you told me, I'm like, bro, I really don't know. I
Hey,
know
this is how
football,
you
but I
learn.
don't know. Yeah, and I'm excited. I got to learn a lot. I got to know that I might have my own personal fantasy football coach
His
here.
guru.
My guru. I'm gonna
Huh?
be like, yo.
Yo,
So I'm not supposed to.
So this
take
kicker or
Eagles.
no? So this kicker or no? It's round 2.
I don't know. I don't know my kicker if I go with the Jaguars guy or what's his name?
Jaguar kicker. I
Right.
don't fucking know.
What's his name?
I'm
What's the
thinking-
Jaguar kicker's name?
Cam Little.
Cam Little. Oh, I should
telling
remember.
you. I'm
should
telling you.
remember that.
So then, same question to you. Then, are the Cowboys coming in second place in their division?
No,
Damn. Why?
they're going to be third.
You
Third.
think the
Who's going to be
Redskins-
ahead of them
Redskins.
Washington.
Washington and Philly.
in
Oh,
that
see,
order?
I knew that.
No, flip them around.
They're not
I
called.
don't-
Philly's gonna be
Oh,
first.
they're not
No,
the
I don't know who's
Redskins?
gonna be
Oh my
first. It's
gosh.
gonna be one of them. I'm not
That's
so sure
racist.
who.
Please
say
just cut.
racial
Please
slur.
Yes,
just
that's
cut to,
racist.
please just cut to Mike on this
Yeah,
clip
no.
because his eyes almost popped out of his head right now, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
no.
what did I say wrong? It's
Redskins
not-
is very racist.
Yeah, no one says Redskins anymore.
No, we are
Oh, is that
here
the R
for
word we were talking about?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, no,
okay.
we're here for inclusion.
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 Yeah, well,
We do
whatever.
not. This is a kind of
They're the commies now.
this is the kind of bad things you'll hear on the Talking Bout It.
Yeah.
This is kind of the racial division.
If you get offended easily, please do not tune into
So the kind
the
of
Talking
racial
About It
division that
podcast because
talking
we
about
use
it
the R
will.
word. We use Redskins.
I see nothing wrong with it.
They're great people.
There's a
Great
theory.
people.
I have a theory behind that. It's not my theory. It's a friend's theory,
Behind.
and I tend to agree with why they're like removing like Redskins and like all of these Cleveland
'Cause
Indians.
so white people complained about it
No, you know why white people are complaining about it?
because they got nothing better to do.
That and because they're trying to erase all of that history and all of that stuff behind it. So
They're coming after Kansas City too. That shit ain't
yeah,
gonna change.
that ain't gonna change.
No, I mean
It's owned by
Nobody is more offended than hurt white people.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
yes.
For anything.
Yeah,
But
And then
yeah,
Florida
so-
State also keeps it going too
The
with their.
But they
chants.
actually have like an agreement, right? So like, they
Yeah.
have an agreement with that tribe. They pay that tribe money. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
Well,
they're,
even, like-
they're never gonna lose that name.
Even the
They shouldn't.
Redskins though, like they have been petitioning to get the name back because the image that they were using was like one of their chiefs or something like that, right? Something. What is
So yes, the guy on the helmet was a Native American chief and stuff like that. But the petition for the name Redskins to come back is from a problematic
it
group
was-
of people.
It was before they saw that and took it over. Seriously,
Ooh.
right? Was it
Oh, I'm
Man-
not. I'm
Man-
not sure.
Mandela effect?
The,
I'll blame it on that.
Mandela-
the only people that are offended by names like that and not being around anymore are the same people that want things like Confederate statues still.
Yeah, that's true. So with the topic of inclusion going around, what's your thought about the male cheerleaders now? 12 teams have male cheerleaders
On what in NFL?
in the NFL.
No.
Dead ass. 12 teams have, and I know for sure the Niners are one of them. that's for damn sure.
I bet you 12 of those teams are the ones that wanted to ban the tush push.
Oh,
No, I think they would embrace the tush push.
facts.
Okay, so
I don't know.
there have been male cheerleaders in the NFL since 2018.
Yep.
Why on God's green earth is this an issue now?
Because
Because white people got offended, like Republicans are offended that there's male cheerleaders.
to be fair, dude, there's
I
something.
didn't know about it.
Yeah, there's something about when you see a nut fall out of their underwear when they're doing the splits
Then why are you
in the
looking?
middle of the game that kind of detracts.
Why?
Just-
Yeah,
just
like
turn-
Ashley said, why are
just
you
turn
looking
your
there?
head.
Because
You
that's
don't
what
even look
that's what Fox puts it on. They're like, whoa, we had a slippage. And that's
No,
the last thing.
Fox
That's-
puts it on the full body. You're just the one right there, like,
No, that's what I was like. Yo, is that a nut?
You're
How
like,
can you
oh.
not? How can you not be like, yo, is that a nut hanging out? What
I-
the fuck? So, dude, my girl, your hemorrhoids are acting up.
I truly
So,
did not know.
so the
about
12 teams with the male cheerleaders are Minnesota, Baltimore, Los Angeles Rams, New Orleans Saints, Philadelphia Eagles, of course, San Francisco 49ers, of course, the Patriots, the Titans, the Colts, the Bucks, the Panthers, and evidently the Chiefs are the ones that we
say
are
that
very
again?
inclusive. The Chiefs. It's probably Pat Mahomes' brother.
you ain't lying.
It's probably Pat's brother. Shit.
yes, it is.
I think the ones that won't ever do it will be actually the Cowboys. I don't think they'll ever.
They don't need them. They
Never.
got the.
Yeah, but I don't think that. Yeah.
They got the.
Now with Jerry Jones being racist as he is, I don't think he's ever gonna. I don't think that he's ever gonna allow that. But do you think that's cool having the male cheerleaders?
Yeah, why not? What fucking? It doesn't change the game. It doesn't. Again, I watch football to watch football and my team. I can
Yeah.
give two shits about what. We don't even get to see halftime shows unless you're at the game. So.
We're making it seem as if like you're not watching a sport where a man has his hand under another man's ass and he gives him a nut tap in order to get the ball.
There's a
Like,
position
come
called
on now.
tight end.
Yeah. Look at these big men in tights.
Yeah.
Oh, how dare there be male cheerleaders?
Sweating all over each other. What do you think now, as a younger person in this climate? What's your take on having male cheerleaders?
I don't really care. It doesn't really affect the game. So.
No, would you cheer for one?
No.
I mean, there's male
But-
cheerleaders at the high school level and
College.
beyond, right?
Have
Yeah.
you seen
It's
some of these
not
college
a big
cheerleaders?
deal.
These college dudes, they're fucking
Yeah, but they're
sponsors, dude.
different though. See, but the cheerleaders in college, or not they're not even cheerleaders.
They're athletes. They're like gymnasts or
Yeah,
some shit.
no, they're
They're yelling.
they're in the yell leaders. There you go.
But they
But
still
these guys
do
don't
cheers.
see, but they don't dance though. They
Yes,
just they're the ones that hold the dudes
They
up.
still dance.
No, they
Yes,
don't.
they do. Watch the competitions. They dance.
Ain't nobody watching that shit.
I watch.
Well, not just
Is
that.
it on the
Like
Ocho?
go
It
to
Is
is
it
a,
on
on
the
the.
Ocho?
It is on the Ocho.
go to a UTEP football game.
Yeah.
Nobody does that.
But
I'm about to say, like,
Nobody does that.
but like even at the college level, like they're dancing, they're doing like all that stuff. Most of the flips are coming from these dudes. Like,
Yeah.
it's
No, but
You see, they've got a lot more rhythm sometimes too than some of the females.
Yeah.
Most choreographers that I've seen are males.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't think it's a fucking problem.
And now, like, now-
focus on football.
now I'm gonna be watching even more just to see a nut pop.
They probably don't have them in short ass shorts.
I was about to say they're
Yeah, they
always
do.
in pants. They're
Actually-
always
Are
in
they, let me
pants.
see. How much.
actually, I think they do have them because they're
Now,
showing.
now we know what his Google search is.
Your algorithm's got
There it
all
is.
kinds of fucked up right there.
Oh, girlfriend, go God! Look at that. Here, let me push.
watch that be a Google
shit.
AI image.
Nah, I don't think it is. That's sweetness right there.
I mean, those are.
That's sweet. Can you
Those are
find
not
them?
those
These
are
are-
not nearly as short as I thought they were going to be. Like the way you're making them seem, like those look
Give-
like.
give
like,
them another year.
I feel like
Give them another year.
I feel like
Guys are wearing shorts that
I was
that
about to say,
size.
I feel like my shorts are that. Like I'm wearing my hoochie daddy shorts.
Them
Yeah.
them 70s style shorts are coming back. These are some beautiful cheerleaders. I was like expecting like beefy. This is why people
No,
are. This is why
this is
people
why.
are angry. I'm just looking at pictures
Yeah.
right now. This is why people are angry is because they're feminine looking dudes.
Yes.
That's the fucking problem. Come
Yeah,
on,
'cause-
y'all. Get fucking do
Because
better.
the last thing you want to do is see them, and if it twitches, then you got to ask questions about yourself.
That boom.
That's what it is.
That's
They're gonna
what
be like,
it
damn,
is.
that chick is. Oh shit, the
Bending
dude.
over and like, oh,
Like, yo, look at that ass on him.
that's
What? What?
and I
Damn,
will
bro,
say-
you got a fat ass.
Yeah.
He must work out. He must work out.
That's the fucking.
But
Yeah,
we're,
I think
That's
that-
all- that's
well, I
all
think that's what the scare is.
That's what the scare is.
but we're also talking about the group of people that whenever they have like their convention, they shut down Grinder. These are the ones that are getting upset
Exactly.
about male dancers on a cheerleading squad.
Yeah.
It's
They shut-
football. It doesn't affect the game. It's let them do what they
cares?
do.
Yeah,
It's just
fucking-
like. It's just
But
like,
you're right. Like Jerry Jones will never let that happen.
No, he will never let that. That will, dude. No, because then you have.
He won't. But
Pickens.
again, they don't need it. Like they've got the fucking
No, that's their
Dallas,
staple.
The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Yeah, that's a staple of
They're-
the NFL.
They have their whole fucking storyline. There's a really good documentary on them on HBO Max about how they got their start. It's really fucking cool. It talks about like feminism, how
Yeah.
they came about, how they were breaking boundaries. But yeah, I mean, I respect.
Yeah.
I respect that. That's fucking cool.
Then also go and build it on that. Now that the high schools are doing flag football for women, what's your take on that? I think that's fucking sick. I think that is awesome for the game.
I think it's fucking cool.
Talking to the mic, mom. Pretend you do a
I know.
podcast.
Hey, I
Shit.
have my mic like I move it a lot
Yeah.
because sorry. So
No, you're good.
I feel like I feel like I'm shrinking.
No.
I'm sliding down. What was the question again? Jesus.
What's your take on the female flag
Oh
football for
yeah,
high
I think
school?
it's fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
I never been a fan of flag football. My son played it for a little bit, and I was like, no. But I'm interested in it. I'm not a avid watcher of it, so
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. I think I've seen that there's co-ed flag football.
Mhm.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I was like really athletic as a kid, and I used to like playing sports. I didn't like softball. I would have preferred to play baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to intermingle in a sport like flag football would be fucking cool. I mean,
Yeah.
if I was healthy and like athletic now, like it'd be cool.
Well, I mean, it's going to be an Olympic sport now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Flag football.
Yeah.
So I think,
Really?
yeah, flag football is going to be an Olympic sport. They're even talking about doing like a dream team with the NFL players, which I don't think they would
No,
do. They
I
wouldn't
think
do
no.
well.
I think it needs to be
It-
separate.
No, yeah, you got to
Yeah.
keep because I mean
Keep
that's not what they're going
NFL,
for.
man. Like fucking.
Yeah, no, because you'll have somebody like say if a Micah Parsons shows up, he's going to take somebody out.
Yeah,
he's
these guys are-
gonna forget what he's playing.
That's the
He's gonna
Exactly.
level somebody out,
Yep.
and he's gonna kill somebody. 'Cause
No,
that
I-
dude's a fucking beast.
I
Could
think
you
it's fucking cool.
imagine like some other, like some third world country from Africa who brings their flag football team and we show up with NFL players.
Yeah, no.
Like a bunch of jerks. Like, just,
No, somebody will get hurt. Somebody will die
No.
for sure. That'll be ugly.
I think it's cool. I think it's a really fucking
Yeah,
cool
I think it's super dope.
well, I was gonna say too. Like, I think she's been on the show with you before. Stephanie Aragon.
Yeah.
She played for the Sunset Stealth for the New Mexico Bonitas and stuff like that. She actually just got a job, and this is how cool it is for flag football for girls and stuff like that at a college.
Nice.
Because they have flag football for girls now. They're starting to develop scholarships at specific colleges to bring it out there. And like, I'm all for it. If it's to give someone an education and stuff like that,
Right.
and you can play a sport that you love doing, I'm all about it. And I think it's a great thing to do. Also here in El Paso, like, we were super lucky to have the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans combine to get like a flag football tournament and stuff like that for some girls to play flag football. It's really awesome to see that as a different avenue out there. I would like to see more people support it. I love playing flag football. I can't anymore because I'm old and I'm out of shape and I've torn my ACL way too many times. One time doing flag football.
Yeah.
But like, I support it, and I think it's an awesome thing to do, especially if there's going to be that route now of you can go to college and play it and get a scholarship, get an education, because ultimately that's what's most important.
Yeah. No, I agree. What with you being with this actually going to, I think your school has. I think every school's having it now, right? Here,
Yeah.
in every high school.
I know SISD has it. I
Yeah.
don't know if
What
other schools
do you have a
have it.
take on the girls playing flag football?
Yeah, it's sick.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Would you date a flag football chick?
Why
Dude,
not?
that'd be
Yeah?
badass, huh?
Let's see. They have a single mom, and I got you, dog. What's
You said if they have.
What's that
We're
team
gonna
and shit?
find Cujo at all the flag
hell
football.
yeah? I'll
flag
be
football
like one of
games.
those cheerleaders.
I think that's really what he wants.
That's my way in. So then in that case,
Who wears
should
short shorts?
should female flag football teams have an all male cheerleader squad?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've also been the type of person, like, I want to open up a female centric like wing bar like Hooters, but call it wings.
Call them
Yeah.
dicks.
Yeah, and you just have like long meat.
Yeah.
Just in tight shorts, man.
Yeah,
That's what
Y'all
everyone wants
have
to
way
see.
too much of a fucking
bulge.
fascination with.
we're
hot
easily
dudes.
amused.
I've never been like a fan of like male strip. I used to go to Super Tuesday to go see like the
Oh yeah, Prince
well-
Machiavelli's.
oh my god, that was Nero's. Was it Nero's?
Damn. Okay.
All those old. So I've never really been into
Madam
that.
Butterfly.
If
No,
the
no.
if the male cheerleaders look like the the Ravens cheerleaders that I
Yeah.
just pulled up?
You about it? Yeah. Would you?
They're real
would-
feminine. They look cute.
What if they were
They
just
look
big, beefy men?
yeah.
No,
Let's not.
man.
If we in the theme of inclusion, let's get some fat dudes out there.
Yeah,
Just
Like
holding
the Dallas Mavericks do that.
I'm for it.
Do they?
Yeah, the Dallas Mavericks have like an all fat dude dance team.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. They can't get out. I mean, they don't do the pyramid because if they would,
Or maybe it's only
Right through
it's
the
only
floor.
one.
right through the floor. Would
I
you
think
be
it's
down
cool,
for
man.
that?
Again, it's not affecting the game, so
Who
There you
cares,
go.
right? Who cares,
yeah.
right? It had nothing to do with it. So, what's one hot take that you got? I know I kind of mentioned this to you before. What's one hot take that you got that you think will upset somebody, specifically Mike, in the world of football?
okay, so I have one that you weren't opposed to.
Okay.
Caleb Williams is gonna have a really good year, like a really, really good year.
Wow.
He's gonna lead the Bears to the playoffs or one game short of the playoffs.
A game. I could see a game short of the playoffs. My biggest, like I said, my biggest problem with him too. New offense, new coordinator. It's going to take a bit for him to get used to it. He's already gotten benched in the preseason. Actually, the whole fucking offensive team got benched during the practices because their team.
Oh,
Yeah, they were at the point where I think it was just a coach flexing to prove a point. The whole first squad offense got benched because the offense was just not on the same page. They weren't clicking. They weren't picking it up. And I think it's going to take a while for Caleb to get a hang of it. And I think if he's going to improve, he's going to be better off next year than he will be this year. But if for them to have 8 wins or 9 wins this year, they had 6 last year, 7. They didn't. They weren't. They were in the kind
I
of
thought it
the
was like
thick of it.
5 or 6.
Yes, I could see them having a few more wins than last year. But to make the playoffs, no. Yeah, I totally disagree. What about you, Mike? Do you have a hot take?
The Denver Broncos are going to win the division.
Woo! I could see that. Yeah, I could see that because
They have a great defense. I think their
Their
offense
defense
is
is
going to be a
stout.
lot better. I like Kansas City.
Yeah.
You know that. Like I'm a Texas Tech fan. I
Yeah.
love me some Patrick Mahomes. My nickname growing up was Chief, so I always had like a thing for the Chiefs. But like, I like the way that Denver has built their team. Bo Nix isn't going to be like I think he and Jaden Daniels for the most part are going to be like sophomore slump proof because they've basically been starters for 5 years in college before they went to the NFL, so they know how to like handle a lot of stuff. I like Bo Nix. I like some of the moves that they've done on offense. I like the moves that they got on defense as well, getting players from like the 49ers and stuff. Like, they are going to be a really good team. They're going to be a team to reckon with. And I think Kansas City is just going to have a small step back, and just that small step back is enough for another team to be a little bit better.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're going to like go to the Super Bowl or anything like that.
No.
But I think they can win that division.
Yeah, because it's not for sure. It's not going to be the Chargers. I'll tell you that. No. The Chargers. I mean, shit.
I do like what the Chargers did though, bringing in Najee Harris. I think that's a big move.
I'm not. I don't think that moves a needle. I think the fact that their right
Other
tackle already got
than the
hurt.
fact that he almost blinded himself with a firework.
Well, I mean, he is a football player.
I was gonna say, you would think they would take more care of themselves with fireworks after
well, it was
the
Jason
Giants.
Pierre-Paul.
There you go. The dude who lost 3 fingers.
I just knew the Giants. I didn't know his
Wound up looking like Goro. Like, yeah.
Yeah, good thing he wasn't a quarterback. Or else I would have fucking sucked. Do you have a hot take, Ash? Besides picking pickers or just Eagles or?
Who's going to be the best kicker in the league this year?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Elliott.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God.
Look, my hot take is
Harrison Butker.
My hot take is that's gonna be a fucking badass football season because I'm feeling good. I'm excited about it, and I'm about to start this new fantasy football thing. So
Are your Eagles going back to back?
I'm not gonna say yes because I don't like to jinx that shit.
Just go ahead and say it.
Yeah.
You already said that Saquon's going to he's going to set a record for
That's
most
not- that's
rushing
not-
yards.
That's not jinxing it. You all said it. I just said yes to it and made a bet on it.
You're the one. It was your
that-
idea. You're like, you want to make a bet? I was like, whoa, calm down.
That is
That's
true.
not foreshadowing at all, by the way.
Yeah. So do you really, like, honestly, in your heart of hearts, do you think they have what it takes to go
I
back
do.
to back?
I do.
Really?
I think that they have the fighter mentality right now. Like as long as they can stay together and keep that fucking fight, and I don't know. I think so. You guys are giving me
Okay.
Can you please clip to everybody's looks at me? It's gonna be like.
No, I'm just.
It is what. Look, I'm a
it's
fan.
awesome to see delusional people talk.
I'm
I was like, you guys
delusional.
are coming at me like I'm delusional. Jeez.
Yeah, but at least my team won the Super Bowl last year, so there's
Mm-hmm.
a higher probability of it happening this year.
There's no probability
Oh
of it happening.
God, we'll
What-
see.
do
But
you-
that's my hot take.
Do you think they might go back to back?
No,
No
I can
shot.
see. I
No
can
No
see his.
shot.
He was
No.
giving me the first look, and then I
No.
looked at you, and it looked like the same
Yeah.
person looking
No,
at me.
Yeah, I
I was about to say, like, when's the last time we had a team go back to back? It's like the
Kansas
Patriots
City?
of like, was it
The
Kansas
Chiefs?
City?
The
Yeah.
Chiefs.
yeah, we're going for a
Yeah.
three-peat last week.
Oh,
or
that's
last,
right.
Last
past
week.
season.
It's just, I
Yeah.
don't know.
We're
It's-
one game short of a three-peat.
It's really hard to do.
Yes.
But I'm not. You guys make it seem like, oh yeah, she thinks it's in the back. Like,
But you
no,
know what?
like,
I love it because that's showing your fandom.
I
Right?
am,
Like, that's
like,
hell yeah, I'm with
if
it.
there's okay, hot take. If there's anything anybody's ever learned about me on the times I've been on here,
Mm-hmm.
and if they listen, I just fucking say what I think, and you can come at me, and it's not gonna change my fucking opinion.
Yeah.
The Eagles are fucking #1 team. They're going back to back, and Saquon's breaking the
Damn.
record.
And I'm
That's
making
it.
money.
I kind of want to bet on the going back to back now.
Yeah, we're on a roll.
You got
Dude, the hubby's like, dude, shut the. We're trying
See,
we're trying to keep our money.
I already went on one, so I'm good.
How much did we put for it?
I think you said $1.
Oh wow! I know. I said
just
100.
True Eagle fan.
It is, dude. I'm all in. I'm
For how much?
All
$100
in. She
bucks.
said all in.
There we
100
go.
bucks.
Where to
I'm
go?
down.
All right. And then, so one thing I wanted to ask, 'cause I know we're getting a little bit winded here. Mike, with you being the ESPN dude or formerly from ESPN, one thing that I've always wondered, how much of the takes or how much of the things that the people on ESPN say do they actually believe in, and how fucking full? Because I know 99% of them are just full of shit. So how much of it is actually? Do you think they actually believe in what they're saying, or is it for the clips?
It's all for the clips,
Yeah.
man. Like so sometimes you'll have someone who's genuine in like their take, right? Like they're passionate in what
Yeah.
their take is. if you're talking about like the Stephen A. Smiths of the world and stuff like that, he knows that it's going to get him clicks. It's going to get people that are going to tune into him. Like that's what he's going to do. Right. And it's so easy to be like, this one team will not win the Super Bowl because you're basically saying 31 other teams will.
Right.
Right. Like it's the easy thing to go out there and do. But you also realize that you can annoy that fan base, right? It's the same thing. Like you have to talk about that fan base, and whether you make them mad, you make the other fan bases happy. That's what you try to do. I'm not talking about just the Cowboys,
Right.
Because you can do that with the University of Texas. You can do it with Notre Dame, all, the Dodgers, all the stuff that ESPN does is to get people talking about what ESPN is doing. So it will come down to every now and then you'll have a person who's super like, this is exactly how I feel. I'm 100% in on this.
Right.
The other 97% of the time is going to be, we have to entertain. The E in the ESPN,
it's entertainment.
Entertainment.
Yeah,
Right. So there
sports.
we go. So you want to make sure that one, you got something there that people want to talk about, and you also have to be willing to do. And it's the thing that I learned whenever I came back. Right. Like you got to be willing to play devil's advocate.
Right.
I'm willing to say, okay, the Dallas Cowboys aren't the greatest team out there. But explain to me why you think the Dallas Cowboys aren't the greatest team out there, right? Like, I want to know what your reasoning is. You give me some bullshit reasoning, I'm going to be, that's bullshit, guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, that's kind of the way that you have to learn about it. And then you also have to roll with the punches. And ESPN is great at hiring people that, one, stay off of social media because that's a wasteland, right? But they also know that what they're doing is mainly for the entertainment value.
Yeah. Damn. So before we go, the question I'll start off with Ashlee. I know we just mentioned this again. The Eagles will win the Super Bowl if what this year?
If they stay healthy,
Okay.
if they don't lose their fucking team mentality, the all for one, and if they stay fucking healthy, that's like the number one shit.
Okay.
You gotta just fucking stay healthy.
All right. Mike, the Cowboys will finally hold the trophy up in the stadium that Jerry built if what?
Hell freezes over. I mean, okay, so the Dallas Cowboys have an extremely talented team, right? Like if they stay healthy, if the ball bounces their way, because that's a lot of the stuff that people take don't take into account. Is football really is a game of luck. It genuinely is a game of luck. So if they get some good luck, the sun shines on the dog's ass every now and then. Maybe they can be that dog's ass. I just don't see it happening.
No, I've always, as being a coach, coaching my son, I've told him is you find ways to lose more games than you do win them. And that's all it. It really is.
And if you look at the Dallas Cowboys' history, especially recently, you can go as far back as Romo in 2007 versus the Seahawks, right? Like the fumble on the snap. If you also realize that was the last time a quarterback ever held a snap or on a field goal, right? Like, that's the last time the quarterback was used as a holder because they realized you can't do that to our quarterback, right?
Yeah.
But you go to that. Then you go to the Dez Bryant game where he caught that ball, but he didn't catch the ball. And according to the rule, he didn't catch that ball, right?
Yeah.
Then you look at, a couple of years ago against the San Francisco 49ers, Dak sliding with 13 seconds left and no timeouts. The dumbest damn thing you can do. What do they follow that up with? At the end of the game, we need a touchdown. Let's put Zeke Elliott at center and have nobody else there. Make it look like a flag football play.
Yep.
Right? Like the Dallas Cowboys invent ways to lose. And I just it's eventually like I'm optimistic in the fact I think eventually all long losing streaks like that come to an end. Like look at the Cubs, look at the Red Sox, stuff like that. So maybe the sun shines on the Dallas Cowboys' ass one of these days. That's just not going to be this year.
All right, Alex, we'll give you the final word. The Kansas City Chiefs will come back to the rightfully spot of champions of the world again for the fourth time in 6 years. If what?
Rashee Rice is available for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And doesn't get suspended that
if he doesn't cough and kill somebody. Oh, shit. So that's our ticket is Rashee Rice?
Yep.
No, the Chiefs have way more holes. I think this season is going to be the most challenging season for them because there's a litany of holes that they have right now. And everybody's getting older, and Kelsey isn't going to be able to save them, I think. So
I think their thing is going to be the offensive line and health. Like Isaiah Pacheco needs to be healthy.
You can't stay healthy first, but the defensive line I think is going to be similar to that of the Cowboys. There's a lot of questions, and everybody's getting hurt right now. So I don't know. It's the biggest ability is availability, right? And that'll make and break a season. To tap into the Bengals when Burrow got hurt. It happens to even when Cousins got hurt. I mean, you lose the heart and soul of the team, and no matter who your backup is. Rare occasions do you have a Tom Brady come in and be able to do some shit, but that's 1 in a million. And when it happens, it's amazing. But that's the reason we all love watching football, right? We never know what it is. Yeah. Do you think? Well, before we go, do you think any of it is scripted, like they keep on saying?
No.
Because I think it's kind of hard to.
You would need. So I did the math a little earlier because like Ashlee was talking about like, oh, there's a lot of players on the team.
Yeah.
There's 1,696 players in the NFL.
Jesus.
Not to mention the players on the practice squad.
Right.
And that's just this season, right?
Yeah.
Like there's always the revolving door.
Yeah.
You would need all the players along with all the general managers, all the people that are possibly in the NFL. And we're talking about like hundreds of thousands of people, right? To be able to get this product going. To say it is scripted this way.
Right.
And all of them be willing to say, yeah, I'll be quiet about it. Dude, you can't get 5 people to agree on anything.
Yep.
On anything. So, like, there's no way in hell. And if it was scripted, trust me, the Dallas Cowboys would have had a lot more success. A lot more success.
Yeah.
I think the way it comes out is that it's being scripted is because there's just so much more data and so much more information available to people to see. Like, that you can make what are they called? Like educated guess on what's going to happen. Like you can foresee what's going to happen just off of data. And I think that people saying it's a script is like just a fucking cop out. It's just to start conspiracies.
Like
Hell
if
yeah.
you have a lot
I
of
know how you feel about that. I know
I'm
you
here
are.
for that.
if you have a lot of analytics, it's easy to like kind of predict stuff, right?
Yeah.
And like if you look at the way sports has gone, it's all about analytics and things like that. And then like referees, you have the human error part of it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the referee was paid. Probably not. Like if they were, they would have been found. Look how easy it was to find guys like DeJounte Porter and stuff like that. like betting on sports. Like if it was really that serious, it would have been found by now.
Yeah,
No, we saved that for the NBA. We'll let that. Was it Donahue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Donahue.
We'll leave that for the NBA because they that's scripted. Again, Ashlee from Talkin Bout It Podcast, my boy Mike from everywhere from his shows to helping out Ashlee to, I mean, the Chihuahuas. I mean, anywhere you can find a voice. There he is, my boy here, Alex, for coming through as a first-time junior reporter for all things football, and most importantly, our sponsor, Peddling Coffee. Like I said, make sure you get on Instagram, dude. They'll send. They deliver. They got amazing products. Make sure you take care of them. Any last things before we go?
No, I will say thank you again for having me on and
Always.
for always showing support. You repost my videos. We're still trying to grow our page. So if you're looking for a page where you listen to crazy people talk and then follow Talking About It.
For
and so I did close the bar down.
Okay.
So I'm fully
Invested.
one in the podcast, and I'm doing my side business, which is just consulting businesses on how to work smarter and learn from the mistakes that I made.
Okay.
But helping with like marketing, very easy to do sheets. You can check out Peddling Coffee, as you said, and I gave her a sheet of recommendations, and if you look at their marketing has like skyrocketed, all from her just putting in the work. So
Nice.
but thank you again. I
For sure.
appreciate you.
For sure, Mike.
Yeah, you can follow me on social media at Mr. Tipton 33 every Monday through Friday. The Tipping Point with Mike Tipton, 8 o'clock. We're on YouTube, social media, Roku, Apple TV, Google TV as well. We're all over the place with that every Saturday. Buffalo Wild Wings at 655 Sunland Park Drive for Fire and Ice. So we're doing a bunch of that stuff. And then go out there and support the El Paso Chihuahuas and the Locomotive as well. They keep me employed and give me some money. So go out there and do that stuff. It's awesome always hanging out with you guys. I appreciate you for bringing me on here, especially with Ashlee, because now I get to see just how deep her fandom really runs.
It's all surface, right? And I think that it's so cool. And again, like I say, appreciate you, but like this is the first time I'm doing something outside of my comfort zone. Like you gave me a day in advance notice.
Yeah.
So like for me to be able to come here and do it, like
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
And
because I know if I would have given you more time to think about it, you would have backed out.
yeah, I probably would have.
So-
Maybe not backed out, but I would have. Like,
would have been different.
It would have been different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
She
I
is
appreciate
so
it.
drunk right now. You guys.
No, I just look. I'm feeling better, man. Like
That's good.
I'm feeling better.
awesome.
I'm fucking putting in the work, showing up, and that's all you can fucking do. Even in sports, as long as our teams fucking show up, do the work, then hopefully it's a good football season.
Yeah.
I forgot to say.
You guys let me know what a good football season is because that's not going to happen with me.
Luck favors the prepared. Always remember.
I did forget to mention my page, which is it used to be the Weisenhammers page, but I changed it to OG with Moxie. So
OG with Moxie.
my company is called the Moxie Creative Co. So
Okay.
yeah.
For sure. Yeah. So remember, and like you said, with Talking About It podcast, when your team's got you feeling a certain way mentally, definitely check in with Ash and Tip because they got some people to help you work through things. The people we're not the only ones that struggle. Trust me, everybody has a demon in them one way or the other, and it's better to talk about it and get it out in the open and take care of it before it evolves to something a lot worse than it should be. But yeah, definitely Talking About It podcast will help you get on the right mind space. Any last words? Close us out. What you got for us?
Thank you.
You're
That's it.
so
He's a
cute.
man of many words.
That's
So
it.
cute.
He's not a talker, people. It runs in the family.
So cute. Couldn't have been any better though. That was perfect.
That's all we need.
Shannon.
That's all we need. So to everybody out there listening, remember, like, follow, subscribe, both on for ourselves at the Buzz Podcast for Talking About It podcast, the Tipping Point, Peddling Coffee, everybody associated. Alex will be back one of these days. Next time we have strippers, he's going to be in charge of them.
Hey.
And as he said, for everybody listening, simply thank you. Deuces.
Go Birds.